Since 2006, the German public expects one thing from their national team: absolute tournament dominance. Tonight, the pressure inside the stadium was suffocating. Julian Nagelsmann must navigate that massive expectation. His strategy relies entirely on a modern, fluid system packed with nimble playmakers, leaving traditional, rigid positions behind. The centerpiece of this approach is the false nine. Instead of a fixed target waiting in the penalty box, Nagelsmann uses Kai Havertz, a midfielder who drops deep, roams the pitch, and links up play with his teammates. On paper, it is an intricate, beautiful machine. But when an intricate machine runs into a wall of pure physicality, the gears stop turning. Ivory Coast brought exactly that kind of wall. They deployed a brilliantly compact physical low-block defense that completely suffocated the German playmakers. Watch the resulting stalemate. Germany's fluid shapes fail to penetrate the dense defensive block, forcing players out of position. Notice the glaring void in front of the net. Without a physical player occupying the center backs, Germany's ball control happens strictly on the perimeter. Ivory Coast did 99 out of 100 things perfectly. They defended well, created chances, and pushed a world power to the edge of an upset. Dominating possession means nothing without a ruthless focal point to finish the job. Tournament games are rarely decided by sweeping tactical philosophies. They are decided in the penalty box, in fractions of a second. Ivory Coast faltered in those fractions. When second-half substitute Simon Adingra received the ball, he took an extra touch. If he strikes it clean the first time, he likely scores. Compare that hesitation to Deniz Undav. Coming off the German bench, he is the kind of player who actively challenges Nagelsmann's fluid setup. The distance between an unforgettable victory and a painful exit is measured entirely in half yards and single touches. Undav fits the archetype of a traditional number 9. It is a rare profile in modern football, a player who abandons complex link-up play in favor of raw, predatory instinct. This heat map comparison shows the difference. The false 9 scatters movement across midfield. The true 9 concentrates entirely inside the penalty box. Through muscle memory, a true striker has a direct vector to the corners, knowing exactly where the goal is without looking up. We saw that exact sequence on Undav's equalizing goal. He plays right on the defender's shoulder, takes one touch out of his feet to create space, and fires a clean finish. By simply being there, he forces the center backs to deal with him physically. That distraction opens up passing lanes for the rest of the team. Sometimes fixing a stagnant offense doesn't require a whiteboard and a complex adjustment. Sometimes you just need a blunt instrument. The scoreboard shows a success story. Germany secures 6 points, guarantees safe passage to the knockouts, and Undav leaves the pitch as the hero. Look closer, and the vulnerability is obvious. Undav is not a self-sufficient creator. He relies entirely on perfect deliveries from playmakers like Florian Wirtz to be effective. Elite historical strikers like Michael Owen possessed the blistering pace to generate their own chances out of thin air. Germany needed a last-minute rescue from a bench player with only 6 Champions League appearances. That masks severe structural flaws in the starting lineup. The German public expects this team to win the entire tournament. The analytical reality points in a very different direction. What happens when this compromised structure faces Tier 1 opponents like France or Spain? A team struggling against a physical low block will face crushing pressure. Despite the emotional victory tonight, analysts view a quarterfinal or semifinal appearance as the absolute ceiling for this roster. Utilizing a dying breed of striker can save you for one chaotic night. It cannot cover up a compromised system forever.